Hello, my name is Gezime. I'm 24 years old and I've come from Australia. I suffer from Retinitis Pigmentosa. I was born with this disease and I've had it for the last 24 years. About a year ago, I found out about the Firatli clinic, and within that year, I got in contact with one of the doctors, Dr. Gurkhan, who I sent through my medical reports and asked him, is there anything that can help me with this disease? He advised that yes, there is something that we can do for your disease, and we're hoping that the treatment will go well for you. My disease basically relates to night blindness, unable to see clearly at night time, side vision, peripheral vision wasn't very well at all, becoming very shadowy, being able to read close up was becoming very blurry for me, to the point where I had to go so close and still would be very blurry. Adaptation, coming from very light to a dimmed room, was becoming very hard for me. It'd take me up to maybe 2 minutes just to adapt to the light, and even then I would still have to hold my husband's hand to walk. That was a very big struggle, as well as walking to a supermarket or walking anywhere. My side vision was becoming very bad, that I had to hold my husband's hand and not think, oh, hang on a minute, I'm going to bump into someone. After explaining that to Dr. Gurkhan, he advised that that's something we can fix. I came then to Turkey. I started my first treatment, and before I started my first treatment, I went to a hospital which they performed a visual field test for me. After 3.5 weeks from the first treatment, that's where I saw that I could see a difference. The difference was, first things first, was adaptation. Coming from dim light coming from a very light area to a dimmed room improved. And an example of that was, before I started the treatment, before I came into the clinic, downstairs was very dimmed. So when I'd come in from outside to the dimmed room, that's when it was very hard for me to see. I had to hold my husband's hand. After 3 weeks, I said, let me try and go into this dimmed room alone. And that's when I saw that, hang on a minute, that's where my vision has improved, because my adaptation only took about 30 seconds, even less, between 15 to 30 seconds to adapt to the light. Normally, it would take me much longer, and my husband would have to come and hold my hand because I won't be able to see. That was a massive difference with adaptation. Now I can go from very light to dark, not having a problem, and adapting to my light much more quicker than I did before. Second is my side vision. Before treatment, as I mentioned before, was becoming a struggle for me. I wasn't able to see through the sides. Shadows would just kind of be around me and I wasn't able to see my sides. After 3 weeks, that's when I saw the change with my side vision too. Now I'm walking and I'm able to see the side vision. I'm able to see people walking near me. I'm able to see someone, giving me something, and that's also part of adaptation as well, that I can adapt to things much quicker, but able to see someone next to me giving me something. Before that, I wasn't able to see that. Third thing was my reading. Before treatment, as I mentioned before, I would read and I'll put it pretty close to my face. I could manage to read it, but it would become very blurry. After treatment, I finally got some new glasses that actually helped me. Back in Australia before, with glasses, it never made a difference. I'll just get them, but I just got them for the sake of needing glasses. This time, after the treatment, reading, my central vision I was trying to read, became much more better for me. This time, it's not as blurry as it was before, and I find that that's a massive improvement with my glasses. So the treatment has obviously worked. Central vision has become much more clear than how it was before. As another improvement is also when I'm walking, I had an issue with color contrast. Color contrast, if it was a white surface and a white step, I would have trouble walking and not being able to see that step. Now after the treatment, I'm finding that it's a little bit more easier for me. I'm walking and I can see, hang on a minute, there is a step there, but I walk a bit more slower so I don't actually fall or anything like that. Before the treatment, I would walk and I'd always miss a step and I'd always kind of fall because I wouldn't be able to see that step. This time, it was much more easier for me. I would walk and I'd be like, hang on a minute, there's a step there, I'm able to see that. So there is a massive improvement with my vision, and there is the treatment is very effective. I'm hoping next year, not hoping, but I will be coming as well next year for more treatments to improve my vision even more to how it is now. Now I could say is a huge improvement, but I'm hoping it will become even better when I come back next year. I do recommend this Firatli clinic for anyone who suffers from RP, to please come and get in contact with the clinic. Thank you.